Hello everyone, welcome to our first lecture of web development. This is a full course of online study on web development, fully sponsored by Digital Empire Technologies. I am your instructor for this course, Usiku Kabikanya. We need to appreciate our sponsors' technology services that they offer to us. They are one of the best and fast online technology service provider registered by the Zambian government, which offers services like web development design, logo designing, company profile design, data processing and hosting, ICT consultancy, computer diagnosis, computer upgrades, education management systems, automatic report card generator, financial systems, HR management, video adverts, digital marketing, web portals, education activities, career services, and many more, graphics designing, not forgetting the best way to advertise your goods and fastest to capture your customers, the Google Ads. For more information, you can call the number on the screen 0978 31 94 00. Let's get straight to our today's outline. First of all, this course or this lecture will have three different parts. In part 1, we're going to look at what web development is, and in the same part 1, we'll look at front-end development, and at the same time we'll look at front-end development technologies. In part 2, we're going to look at back-end development, back-end development technologies. Then in part 3, we're going to look at who a web developer is and types of web developers. Also, we now need to go down and look at how a website works. Then at the end of it all, we're going to look at the differences between a web developer and a web designer. Let's get straight to our first part of this lecture. What is web development? In simple definition, web development usually refers to developing a website for the internet, which is the www or the World Wide Web, or for an internet. Internet is a private network. Intranet is a private network. So this web development is developing a website for two areas, the internet and the intranet, private network and an open network. Now, this is also known as web programming. It is the creation of dynamic web applications. At the same time, we need to look at some of the examples that we have of different web applications, and most of us we've used them before. Example of social networking sites like Facebook, and we've got also an example of e-commerce site like Amazon and Flipkart. There are a lot different web applications, but in this course we are going to build one to suit our business that we are running. There are two broad divisions of web development. Number one is front-end development, also called as client-side development. When we talk of front-end, we look at it in detail slowly and get to understand what it is. Then we also have the back-end development, also called as server-side development. Let us drop down to one of the divisions of web development, front-end development. Front-end development refers to producing a web application so that a user can see and interact with them directly. When we talk about front end, we can give an example of a house. It could be a lodge or any other building. Outside, the way it is branded will determine what is inside. So now, the front end web development is the outside of the house. It clearly allows users, those who are passing by, to know to say what is inside. These times, if the outside part of the house looks scruffy, people will definitely know to say maybe people shifted or they're very dirty. It depends. Now, let's move on to the other definition of front-end development. It is also known as client side. It's where the client can be able to see what you offer. It focuses on the visual elements of a website that a user will interact with. Wonderful. Wonderful. A front-end developer has one general responsibility: to ensure that website visitors can easily interact with the page. They do this through the combination of design, technology, and programming to code a website appearance, as well as taking care of debugging. So now, the front-end web developer makes sure that the website looks beautiful and outstanding, such that when people are working on it, they're trying to visit your website for the first time, they'll have easy method to access the page. Now, the common terminologies that are used in front-end development are: number one, HTML; number two, we've got CSS; and number three, we've got JavaScript. These three makes up what we call a front-end web or a front-end web development. Now, let us look at them one by one. What is HTML? Number one, when we look at HTML, in most cases, we try to miss out certain things. Most of the people, they would say HTML is a programming language. HTML is what? Now, let us go straight into this technology. HTML was created by a team starting in 1989. It stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It is a markup language, not a programming language. Some authors, they don't even call it a programming language, but some people like to call it a programming language. But here is a clear definition. It's a hypertext markup language. It's a structural language that we use for designing the front end part of the website. Hypertext simply means that the document contains links that allows the reader to jump to other places of the same document. That's what it means to say hypertext. Connected to another link, connected to the other place where information is found. Then a markup language is the way that computers speak to each other. The way computers speak to each other and to control how text is processed and presented is what is called to be markup. Now, it describes the structure of the web page and consists of series of elements. There are so many different elements that you find in HTML. You look at them in detail when we start doing the practical part. Now, each element tells the browser how to display the content. So one by one, how will this content be displayed? It's done. Then now, this HTML code is written in the Notepad, Sublime Text, Visual Studio Editor, or any other text editor, but you need to save it as HTML or HTML extension. Now let us quickly look at how simple we can try to draft an HTML file. Quickly, we'll get straight to our outside of presentation so that we get to see how this HTML code is done. This is my favorite code editor. Favorite code editor. It's called the Visual Studio Code. inside. Now let us quickly get to our files that we have. Okay, let me open a new file. Let me just write a new file. I don't want to put up my work outside the box. Let's get to a new file. Okay, just go up there and open, okay, new text file. Open the new text file. Right, select the language. You can select the language that you want. Just type HTML punch. It will understand it. Now the first task you need to do with HTML is you need to describe what you are doing. You need to definitely describe what you are doing at that time. Now, you are doing is you need to type that you are about to type a doc type HTML. So these are some of the elements that we need to follow. We don't need to miss them step by step. Now let us quickly look at them in a quickest moment. Say you open the tag, then you click. Some of the things will be just coming on their own. Then you just open another tag, then you type in the title. You want to look at the title here, then you close the tag. Need to open a close tag, my first website, my first website. Okay, from there, this is our title. The next thing you need to do is to put the head. This header, that's where you put all your elements. Your scripts will be written here and many others. So it is in the header where you need to know that all the scripts, it could be JavaScript, it could be CSS, all those, there's the styles they're supposed to be written in the header. To finish writing up the header, you need now to introduce what is called body. You move on now to the body. The body will consist of all the elements that you want. Everything that you want, that will be the paragraphs. We can even design a simple paragraph. Let's take the P. Okay, Zambia is a Christian nation. Okay, nation. This is a paragraph. It could be we can copy and paste from our document elsewhere, but we also have the header here. We can even put, this is the head tag. You put H1, want it to be big, then you add it like this, then you write hello Zambia, then you are done. So you keep moving up, but you need to close your HTML because you had opened it earlier on top there. Now when closing, you do this. You need to put a hash, then you write HTML. Just counter click this, then you are done. Let us quickly save this document. We'll move up here and save it. Save it on the desktop for easy identification and for easy trial. Then we'll replace this one. No, let's just open another one. We'll save it in our online training file, web, then we say index.html. Okay, then we just do this and save. Let's quickly go the HTML file we have saved. Moves. Just click on presentation. We'll get back our presentation in the quickest moment. Let us open it. Okay, this is how it will be read. This is what HTML can do. This is the header, this is the paragraph, and this is the title of our website. Our website is just on our local host. So now, this is how best we can do with HTML. Stay tuned as we get to our next video on CSS. Look forward to see you again. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button so that every time you receive a message, all the time, the moment we upload a new video.